It's Saturday, April 2nd. Here we are. Look at that. Headset. I get to go flying today. My biannual flight review is coming up by the end of the month here. I've got a friend that I'm going to go fly with. I'm going to knock a little rust off, get back into some flying, and then we'll be doing my BFR here probably a little later on this month. But anyways, picking back up where we left off with the boot cowl. We're doing those cowl straps that go around the outside, or I guess on the front part of that boot cowl, and that's where the cowling, that's where that attaches onto the front, and all the engine and everything will be up inside of that. So we're working on those straps there. We got this one done the last time. Got the bottom corner trimmed out, got everything drilled and fit, and there's that little short piece we're going to do there, and we're going to also work on this other side here, see how far we get before I get to go flying. So anyways, here we go. Alright, I'm going to do a bend in this this cowl strap that I've got. I'm going to do just a little bit of a bend on the top and on the bottom so it fits. It's a little easier to fit up. I got my little, I don't know, whatever you call this thing, sheet metal machine, whatever, bender, roller, cutter. So I'm just taking a piece of scrap. I kind of have it adjusted from how I did it last time, but we'll see if it's still there. See how much of a bend that puts in it. Now I gotta go check. So I got my scrap piece that I just did the bend on here, and yeah, it's pretty close. I think I might take that bend out just a little tiny bit. So I got the adjustment knobs on the back of this. I'm just going to take it out about a half a turn on both sides. And I've got my strap marked for top, forward, outside. So it needs to bend. It needs to bend this way. Just put it in here. A little bit of bend in it. We'll go check it. Yeah, it makes a nice easy fit in there. So now we'll do the same thing down here on the bottom. I'm going to actually put a little sharper bend in this bottom side. So it has to fit down in there. So on this one, I'm going to go a full turn in on those on that adjustment knob for this bender. And make sure I'm bending it. Make sure I'm bending it in the right direction here, same direction. I'll put another half turn on that bender, and that should get us pretty close. Didn't want to over bend it, but it gives us enough to where don't have to fight it so much when we put it in. Alright, I think that's good enough there. That gets us started anyways. We've got this cowl strap marked here, and what you have to do is this has to be, I showed this in the last video, this has to be trimmed here, this section, and we'll trim that back so that the cowl will fit. It's for cowl fitment, and when they have you do this, they have you trim back 9/16? Yeah, they have you trim back 9/16 here, but then they say to make sure that this extends 3/8 of an inch past this, past that skin there, which is 0.375. So what I did is I just measured 375, which is 3/8 of an inch out, and I made a mark on the bottom side here around the corner of this skin up to I made a mark here up to that point is where you start that trim out there. So I made that mark on there, so we'll take this off, we'll trim this out. Actually, first we're gonna upsize these all to a 1/8 inch from these number 40s. We'll upsize those to a 1/8, then we'll take it off and I'll cut that out. Okay, I've got my bottom strip marked here where that needs to trim off for that next piece that joins onto that there. So I've got it marked, and I'm just going to shear it off with our little tool here. All right, back from flying. Well, it was really nice to get back up. It's been almost a year since I've flown, so it was good to get back up in the air and flew with the CFI and kind of did a little checkout, getting ready for my biannual flight review. So that was nice to get that done. Getting back to work here, we've got the instrument panel visor. And the instruction has us putting it in, and then I think transfer drilling is what they want you to do, is transfer drill. But I'm not so sure on that because the underlying panel subframe, it really wants to wobble around in there, and getting this thing lined up perfectly to do that is kind of crazy. So we got this in and got everything lined up in there, and then I just marked the holes. So we'll drill some of these holes and we'll cleco it in and make sure everything is still lined up right. And then we can transfer drill, I guess, or we could just drill the holes in this to get it fit up. So that's where we're at right now. A little bit of change of weather here since I went flying. It was beautiful when I went flying. We got a lot of wind blowing here. Look at all that dust blowing out there. Some rain going, a few little spits here and there. Oh, calling it quits for the day. We got final sizing done on those rivet holes for the firewall, everything around there, the boot strap, and the boot cowl front. We got it final size there. We got the top skins done. We did not get the visor final sizing done or the bottom side yet. So we're gonna do those tomorrow. We got a couple errands to run yet tonight. Starting to get on towards evening, so we need to get going. And so yeah, tomorrow we'll just pick up where we left off there and get that stuff final sized and move on from there. So, hey, thanks for watching. Have a really good evening, and that's it for now.